What is up, everybody? Just set this up. Hopefully everyone can hear me, and my camera is off. That should be better. All right. So it is August 8th, 2018, and let me actually put up the chat here. Cool. All right. What's everybody? What's up, everybody? Yeah. It is no longer Lambo time, and let me just actually turn on Twitter here. It is actually no longer Lambo time, so very unfortunate there. But what are you gonna do? It is it is a down market right now. As you see, the RSIs right here. We'll actually just walk through it. August 8th is today. I keep on reiterating that because people watch old videos and they don't know what's going on, and you know, it's kind of confusing for them. It is unfortunate that this is happening, but the crypto markets are very, very down right now. We're seeing 6,300. It got as low as 6,100 for Bitcoin here, and on some exchanges. So we'll definitely take a look at that. And I wanted to pull up this article. If you go to Cryptosomniac.com, it'll show you the hottest stories for those specific cryptocurrencies. And look at that. The SEC will decide on 9 Bitcoin ETFs in the next 2 months. 9 ETFs in the next 2 months. So I am very optimistic that at least 1 or 2 will get passed. You know, it definitely relies on the I'm drawing a blank here on the actual legal framework. So it'll definitely be, you know, pretty enticing to see what actually happens through this entire, you know, month and a half before these ETFs finally start to become more mature, and people start to digest the idea of actually having an ETF. But let's actually go through the market real quick. I'm going to give this a refresh just in case I'm a little slow here, or my computer's a little slow here. So I'm going to give this a refresh. Wow, look at that 12R. Wow. You know what time it is for this? This is the time. Hold on. Let's actually walk through it. Wow. Red everywhere. 12 on the RSI for the daily. -5%. You know, we've been having the last 4, 5, 6 days we've had a huge downturn. I mean, it's just there's no green in sight. Maybe Tether, not even Tether, still down. Everything is down. You know, Populous, but we'll get, like, honestly, Populous. You know, I don't know too many people trading that. It's sad, guys. It is sad, but I think we'll definitely have a slight upturn in the near future. I think everyone is expecting that. So let's cut straight to it. And let me see their comments. Bitcoin is dead again. Yes, that is what the whole consensus is. So if we look on the weekly, actually, right now, we are seeing a nice little downturn here for the weekly again. So maybe we'll see a nice little rebound, but I'm not getting my hopes up here. We still have red volume, so that's sell volume coming through. But it is looking like it is coming to a close on the red momentum scale, but we don't know that for sure yet. Again, on the wave trend indicator, on the weekly, we're not seeing that sell signal hit again. I wouldn't doubt it if we did see it, but you know, we did have a really nice little run up here, and let's actually see on the daily here. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, it's just straight rough. Let's just look at it let's draw an extended line out here. Let's draw this. I like that a lot, actually. Whoops. And we'll go right back there, and then we're going to tighten this up a little bit. So right around that 5,800 mark is what we're looking at. Actually tighten it up even a little bit more here. A little bit more horizontal. Yeah. So this is what I'm seeing here. we're seeing some really, really low lows. That's okay though. I think we will bounce back around up through this market. We're just not quite seeing that volume that we're really used to seeing. If we go over back to Cryptosomniac.com, we're seeing 15 billion on the daily traded volume, which isn't too bad, but still, I'd like to see something a little bit better than that. You know, we were sitting at 24, 25 billion at closer to the earlier this year, so it is it's upsetting to see the low turnout of volume, and you know, we'll see if we could actually turn around here, and I think we will. I think we're just going through another cycle here until we're trying to finally break out through that trend, and you know, the trend is real. So we're going to look into the 4 hours, zoom in even a little bit closer here. So that 4 hour is showing us still another sell-off signal here, but it does look like it's coming to an end. I think we'll settle around 62 until that's kind of our low point there. 6,000 is my you know, that's where I think we'll hit rock bottom at. We could even go as low as 58, but honestly, I don't think that you know, that's really a possibility right now. And you know, if we're just looking at this, the MACD looks like it's really downturned. The RSI, stochastic RSI, is really, really low. Still a sell signal, but it looks like it's waning. We're seeing that heavy red momentum since you know, honestly, you know, the end of July. That's what it's looking like right now. So 5,500 people are saying rock bottom. Anil is saying 5,500. Jeffrey says 4,400. I'm loving the whole number psychology, but I really don't think that it'll be that much much lower here. Oh, I don't know what's going on over there, but something dropped. But what we could see is what we'll look at is now mining profitability. Mining profitability. Bitcoin charts. Where is that? Aha, bitcoin.info. Okay, so mining profitability. It's not very profitable to mine this right now. So what I wanted to actually look at was, whoa. And we'll go to Bitcoin, and where is this chart here? This used to be so easy to navigate. Bitcoin.info.charts. We'll look into Bitcoin. Oh man, sorry guys. This used to be preset, but now I cannot find it. Aha. Let's try that. Okay. So these are the transactions that are happening in Bitcoin. Whoops. Let's actually look at the hash rate. So we're sitting at all-time highs for the hash rate for Bitcoin, and we'll add ETH on there as well. You know, that obviously Bitcoin with the ASIC mining is going to have a much higher hash rate because it is you know, specialized chips for mining Bitcoin. And let's look at that difficulty. Difficulty has been at all-time high as well. Hash rate is at an all-time high. Average transaction fee, actually not too bad. It was really, really bad during the whole Bitcoin hard fork, and now we're seeing you know, that transaction fee kind of drop. Market capitalization, of course, dropping with the market cap, without a doubt. Average transaction value dropping as well. You know, and I think that's just a natural occurrence. I wouldn't look too deep into that. You know, look at that tweet score. Basically, nobody tweeting about it anymore. Nobody's tweeting about Bitcoin. No one's tweeting about Ethereum. The whole market is taking a whole nosedive here. Why is it taking a nosedive? I just think the enthusiasm is really, really down, and I don't think that you know, we will be seeing too big of these numbers until we start to see more institutional money start pouring in. When is it coming? I don't know. Is it coming? I think absolutely. We don't know when it'll be. 4K, nice buy. Maybe it will drop down to 4K, but I'm really holding my breath here. I'm not really selling anything off until it hits below 6,000. You know, I sold off a lot, still at 15,000, bought back in. you know, sold a little bit more at around 8,000, and now we're sitting at 6,000. So I'm mostly in USDT anyways right now. I still think that this market is pretty volatile, and I wouldn't you know, hedge too many bets on this. Let's look at the hourly. Actually, the hourly looks really good. You know, we're actually seeing a nice little downturn here. Even on the 2 hour, it looks pretty good. You know, we saw a huge drop off from 71 to 63, and we're looking like we finally may have hit a bottom. We do have a nice little buy signal on this 2 hour, so maybe, just maybe, this is a nice time to buy. And I did actually set in a buy order, and it actually did fulfill over on GDAX, and you know, we'll actually see if it actually works out or not. But you know, I do like the indicators here, especially the wave trend cross and the dark red momentum here, and the momentum indicator. And of course, MACD is kind of leveling off as well. That is showing some real uncertainty on the 1 hour. So definitely looks like we may be in for an upcycle, but not for a huge upcycle. If you're looking at our daily still looks like it's pretty negative here. No real things in sight. No real reversal in sight, especially on the 4 hour as well. But look at that, guys. Actually, I'll try to brighten this up so you guys could see. I know it may be hard to see at home. How do I do that? Aha, there it is. Wow, okay. Let's get at least a little darker green. Nope. All right. Well, this is what we're going to have to deal with for now. Whoa. So we are seeing a little bit of a turnaround here on the 4 hour. So maybe we have hit a bottom. Maybe this is just a bad, you know, bad little time here for Bitcoin. But especially since the end of July has hit around. And the terrible ETF news that has been constantly you know, being delayed. So this is obviously an optimistic article that the SEC will decide on 9 Bitcoin ETFs. But other than that, you know, the title of this video is Lambo. You know, maybe we should start thinking about civics, at least in the very short term. But honestly, I'm still optimistic on cryptocurrencies. If you are, you know, stressing or worried, or it's keeping you up at night, I really don't think this is the game for you. And why do I call it a game? Because it honestly is a game. This is a game of wits. You know, this is how strong are your hodl hands. But don't ETF short Bitcoin. Not necessarily. You know, we did have the ETF that kind of crashed the market a little bit, but we are already in a super inflated market. We're seeing all-time high hash rates here, so people are really trying to pump up their mining game here. Where is this? Let's actually look at where is this mining profitability, and we'll look at the last 3 months. So we are seeing mining profitability really shoot up here. You know, for the last 3 months, you know, it's been in a steady decline as Bitcoin started to rise, and hopefully mining profitability will start you know, shooting up, and people start holding on to their Bitcoin a little bit longer, because right now it is a little rough. And I wanted to primarily focus on Bitcoin today because, you know, everything follows the king. Everything trends towards the king. We are seeing a slight loss here for Bitcoin, but I don't think it's too bad. You know, we are seeing negative RSIs all the way around, and I'm actually looking up to pick up a little bit of Nano. We're seeing Nano really take a beating here at 131. So we'll take a look at Nano, and if you guys have any coins you want me to look through, honestly, what I would say is just stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Don't even try to risk anything unless you're want to take a little bit of a gamble. But that's exactly what I'm doing. Is I am, you know, hopefully hedging a little bit of my bets on Nano and taking a little bit of a gamble, because on the 4 hour it looks really good. You know, we may be seeing that that cross somewhat soon. MACD even looks pretty good. Let's look at that daily. Daily is actually crossed, so definitely looks pretty good on the daily. So I'm looking really optimistic for Nano here. You know, it has dropped way down. You know, I'm holding a little bit to my bags here. I did sell off. My stop loss did hit. This is an old chart. I said buy around 0.007, and it did trigger, and I did get hit at 0.007, but I sold at 0.0065. Sorry, according to my transaction history over on Binance. So I did sell off there. I do always set a stop loss for everything right back into USDT. That's just how I do it. You know, I think everyone should be setting a stop loss. You know how much money I would have lost if I didn't have stop losses? You know, I can't be up all day, especially managing this and then managing, you know, Monarch token as well. So it's, you know, always set your stop losses. Always, always, always set your stop losses. I'd take a new Civic. Yeah, the new Civics are actually not too bad. I don't mind the new Civics at all. They kind of look like the old Avalons a little bit, Toyota Avalons. So with the features especially. Hopefully you guys could hear me again. I did pull the cord out of frustration. My bad. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. No, you guys should be able to hear me now. Yeah, audio. Hopefully give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Audio gone. It should be. Sound is back on. Perfect. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. I still think Bitcoin is the way to go right now. I wouldn't really touch anything unless you're a little bit more of a gambler. And what I've been looking at is the RSI specifically. You know, we have that Nano with a real low RSI, and I believe in Nano. I like Nano. Waves, I'm not a big believer on. Status, I'm not a big believer on. iOS token, you know, I'm just not going to touch it at all. I had a lot of profits on iOS token. I'm good to go right now. But right now, let's look at that. $222 billion is the market cap. If we're looking at this as of a yearly rate, let's look at this on the weekly. Wow, this is Nano. Sorry. Let me go back to BTC USD. Whoops. Leave. Let's go back to BTC USD Coinbase, and we'll go back to the weekly. Let's look at this at the yearly. So we are at in around August 6th. So right around there. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line. This is how far we're still up from last year. So if you would have gotten last year before this time, you would have been very, 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 very happy. And if we're looking at this trend right here, August 6th is, August, let me draw this perfectly. August 8th is today. So this is where we're at. And I'll draw a vertical line here. And this is not to get your hopes up or anything, but these are the lines I'm looking at right now, and I'm going to delete these so these orange lines don't confuse you. We're looking at that red line from last year, so we're still massively up. We're still up around, yeah, we're up around 100% from last year this time. You know, not something that should get you too overly optimistic, but as you see right here, you know, the whole run-up happened the last 4 months of the year. So will this whole run-up happen the last 4 months of the year? Maybe. Maybe we'll be seeing that. Is BTC going to 3K? I highly doubt it. I mean, look at this, guys. We're looking at the lazy bear squeeze momentum. We're looking at that, and it's real bright green, lots of buy volume, and then we have a downturn, which is expected, right? We're looking at a weekly. We're looking at a spaced out view. You know, we're looking at you know, 20 miles up in the air, and we're trying to look at charts here. The daily will be a little bit more accurate, and if we look at the daily as well, wow, look at that. You know, we did have a huge you know, spike up in price. We had a lot of buy pressure coming in. And then, of course, we had an eventual little crumble here, but that's still not too much to worry about, because if we're looking on the weekly, until this kind of breaks through 4,800, and this is a 100-week average. This is a 100-week average. I really think this is a strong indicator that we won't be breaking through 4,800. I don't think we will. I don't think we ever have with Bitcoin, and I don't think we ever will, especially as you know, as people start to buy up at these low prices, they're going to start holding a little bit more here. People have really weak hands here, and I'll admit, you know, I'm not one to take my losses lightly. You know, I've been selling out. I've been selling out of Bitcoin since 15K. Why? Because if I have 2 Bitcoin and I sell at 15K and it drops to 6K, I could come back in at a cheaper price. And I think that's what people are really trying to do right now. You know, they're just trying to get right back into it. Jeffrey Havoc says IOTA. So we're going to look at IOTA here. IOTA had a couple big announcements last week, but guys, like, honestly, if you're looking to trade IOTA, I would just say there's better options out there. It's not a scalable solution. They don't even have smart contracts enabled. You know, 48,900 in December, LOL. I honestly don't think so. I think September, October is what we've been saying since the beginning. We're saying August, September, October is when we'll start seeing more of the institutional money start flooding the market. July is notoriously bad for you know, family offices and hedge funds and venture capitalists actually injecting money into the market, and I don't think that they will. 3K is on the table for sure. I mean, honestly, we've never seen, we'll go back to BTC, USD. We've never seen a 100-week moving average being crossed here. And I'll even shrink it for you. We're at 100 weeks. Let me put the inputs. We'll even do it to 50. Has the 50-week average even been? The 50-week average has been shredded through here, without a doubt. So, honestly, but I don't really see us breaking through 100. You know, that is a pretty big point where a lot of TA specialists will say, you know, 100-week moving average, no way, no how are we breaking through that. But again, anything can happen. Please make sure to hedge your bets. Can you take a look at ETC ETH charts, please? Yeah, we'll definitely look at ETH. So I'll look at ETH at USD, and then I'll look at ETH at BTC. Or unless you want me to look at ETC Ethereum charts, and then I'll definitely look at that pairing. So, wow, look at that, guys. Another huge sell-off here. You know, we had a little bit of buy momentum and then immediate sell-off here. Hopefully people started selling off a lot of their Ethereum back in May. I certainly did. I actually didn't sell any Ethereum off during this entire downturn, even though we were at 1400. I did trade some back into Bitcoin and sold some of that off, but a majority of my Ethereum I actually did sell around that $600 mark, which you know, who knows. And then, is this a flash crash? Is this a flash crash? It potentially could be. You know, I definitely can't you know, read minds here, but let's look at Ethereum. ETC to Ethereum, still looking real down here, and we're seeing a sell-off on the daily. I'm not touching Ethereum Classic. I think Ethereum has much better prospects, and Ethereum Classic, even though they're handled by IOHK and Charles Hoskinson, I really don't think... Oh, if you guys didn't know, yeah, Ethereum Classic is actually being led and developed by Charles Hoskinson, who conveniently also owns IOHK and also conveniently owns Cardano. So definitely not looking forward to Ethereum Classic. I'd much rather buy Cardano at this point than Ethereum Classic. I'm looking at this right now, Israel Formalis. This is the Ethereum Classic, and hold on if you guys can't see. Ethereum Classic to Ethereum chart right now. This is the daily right now. You know, I'm looking at this. We're still at a nice little bright green. That means it's going to sell off. We're seeing that sell signal hit on the wave trend. So a definite sell off here. Not looking too much forward to Ethereum Classic here. But if you guys could do me a favor and share comment on Facebook, like on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't, hit that little bell for those notifications. You know, we do these streams daily. Good markets or bad markets. We try to make sure we're taking a holistic approach here. A lot of people are just going to say, "Oh, buy with your eyes closed." There's no point of doing that. You know, we said to sell off at 15, 16K. Sell off your Bitcoin. And of course now it's sitting at around 6.3, and you know, I've been buying back a little bit by a little bit, you know, and once I see that nice little bottom here, maybe I'll start buying back a lot of it. But a lot of my capital is held in USDT, so I definitely you know, would not just buy blindfolded. I think that's dumb. Honestly, I really do think that's dumb. And we're gonna go look at Bitcoin USD for the final time, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream here. And I really do appreciate all you guys watching. It is another down day in the markets, but everyone keep your head up, you know, and yeah, keep your head up. And for all you guys in the Moon Lounge, you know, keep your heads up as well. If you guys don't know what the Moon Lounge is, I'm gonna play you a small commercial, and I will show you through it on. Do I have Discord open? Where's my Discord? That's interesting. So I just reformatted my computer and Discord got deleted. So I always use my laptop when not streaming. So yeah, anyways, I will play you a small commercial, and then we'll go over the last few questions, and we will wrap up the stream. That is not it. Okay. Aha, that's what it is. That's where it is.
What's up, guys? This is Jason from Cryptosomniac, here to talk to you about our Advantage program. What is it? It's like carrying the live stream around in your pocket 24/7. We have full-time technical analysts and research staff regularly charting coins and looking into ICOs and upcoming projects to help you make your best decision. Don't miss out on the next bull run. Stay as informed as possible. Head over to cryptosomniac.com/advantage for your free 14-day trial now. Don't miss out. We'll see you in the Moon Lounge.
All right, and one final commercial. If you guys haven't downloaded the Monarch wallet, go ahead and download it. It is amazing, and we have a lot more features to implement later on this week. So go ahead. If you have an iPhone, we'll be releasing Androids very soon. But right now it's only available on the iPhone, and of course Mac and desktop as well. So go check that out.
Guys, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Monarch Token. Monarch is an all-in-one payment platform for merchants, consumers, and investors. The wallet is live now for Mac and PC, and also available for iOS on the App Store. Find out more about their ongoing private sale and upcoming token sale at monarchtoken.io.
All right, well, that's about it. So we went over that commercial. Stick to a feather in a DJ's hat. Pimp DJ. I don't know what that means. What's up, Sneh? Yeah, I'm gonna try streaming a lot more, guys. And yeah, definitely check out the wallet, guys. It's pretty cool. You know, it's like Mew, but doesn't suck. So definitely look out for that. And I'm gonna wrap up the stream here with one last thing about Bitcoin. You know, we are still up. This is the light blue line at in July. So I'm actually going to draw this out. I'm going to draw this price range out here for you. And I'm going to actually delete this text. I don't know what this yellow text is killing my vibe. All right. And we're going to draw this out. Where's this price range? Ah, there it is. Price range. And this is where we were sitting at. We're still up 87% here, guys. So not much to worry about if you're looking on the long term. On the short term, I still think that we could maybe hit or break through 6,000. Maybe this is a flash crash. It's still too early to tell here. You know, if we're just looking at this weekly, it doesn't look very good right now. We are seeing that dark red momentum kind of wane here, which is very good. And maybe we'll start coming up to a more bullish cycle. But that's what everyone is expecting, and that's what I'm expecting. I'm still expecting that. Maybe not next week, maybe not the week after that. But I think sometime late August, early September, we'll definitely start understanding that is this a bull movement or not, or is Bitcoin here to stay, to die? Is mass adoption never going to come? I think that I'm still very optimistic, but make sure you hedge your bets. Make sure you're not putting too much capital behind Bitcoin or Ethereum. Would you buy at this point or still wait? Honestly, if we're looking at the daily, it actually doesn't look too bad, or the 4 hour it doesn't look too bad. But I still think it could break. I still think it could break 6,000. All right. That should be good now, right? Yeah. All right. That's good now. All right. My bad, guys. My foot keeps hitting this cable that is poorly placed. I apologize for that. And, it's a rough day for everybody here. But what I was saying is, hopefully I didn't get cut off too early, is we are seeing on this hourly, if you're looking at the MACD, full steam ahead here. Maybe we'll have a nice little bull cycle, and hopefully that buy pressure, that buy volume will start coming right back up. We're really hoping for that, and we're seeing a buy signal here. This is the hourly, so it's not very statistically significant. But on the 4 hour, we're also seeing that wave trend kind of slow down, and maybe we'll hit that green buy signal again. Maybe this is a good time to buy. I've certainly already injected a little bit of capital, my USDT, back into Bitcoin, because I really think that these things move in cycles, and I'm optimistic about this. So that being said, I appreciate everybody watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share on Facebook and Twitter if you haven't, and we'll give out some free crypto tomorrow. I really do appreciate this, guys, and thanks so much for watching. And I'm sorry for keep pulling out this cable. It is a rough day here in the markets. I mean, just look at this last four. We've dropped from 7,200 to 6,300. That is a big drop. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. Let's look at that. It's an 11% drop, but if you can't handle 11% drops, then you don't deserve 2,000% gains, which we know is coming, which I hope is coming. I don't really know anything, but I think that as this market matures a little bit more, as these 9 ETFs are finally decided upon in the next 2 months, we'll start to get back into the groove of things, and hopefully greener skies ahead. So this is Sneh here at Cryptosomniac. If you guys haven't also checked out the Cryptosomniac Advantage, you can go ahead and check out the Cryptosomniac Advantage. We have full reports, and of course you can join the Discord channel, and we're always chatting in there. So definitely go check that out. I do appreciate all you guys chilling in here and being with us even when the markets are down. Thanks again. This is Sneh here, and peace out, y'all.